Have you ever felt overlooked? Like your best efforts go completely unnoticed? Imagine how that feels magnified a million times over. Today, we're going to explore a story, a powerful parable from Jesus that cuts right to the heart of this feeling. It's a story about a king, a final judgment, and a shocking revelation that left everyone speechless. This isn't just an ancient tale, it's a mirror reflecting our own lives, our choices, and the moments we might not even realize we're being tested. Stick with me because what Jesus reveals at the end of this story might just change the way you see everything and everyone around you. Picture this: a grand, majestic throne room. A powerful king, radiating authority and wisdom, sits upon his throne. The air is thick with anticipation. All the people from every nation are gathered before him, a vast sea of faces filled with hope and fear. This is the day of accounting, the day everything comes to light. The king begins to separate the crowd, like a shepherd carefully parting his sheep from the goats. He places one group on his right side, the side of honor, and the other group on his left. To those on his right, the king smiles, his voice warm and full of affection. He says, "Come, you who are blessed by my Father. Take your inheritance, the kingdom prepared for you since the creation of the world." The people on the right are overjoyed, but also a little confused. The king continues, "For I was hungry, and you gave me something to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you invited me in. I needed clothes, and you clothed me. I was sick, and you looked after me. I was in prison, and you came to visit me." A wave of confusion ripples through the group on the right. They look at each other, their faces filled with puzzlement. One of them, a humble carpenter, steps forward. He respectfully asks, "Lord, when did we ever see you hungry and feed you, or thirsty and give you something to drink? When did we see you as a stranger and invite you in, or needing clothes and clothe you? When did we ever see you sick or in prison, and go to visit you?" The others nod in agreement, their minds racing, trying to recall a time they had served the king himself in such a way. They had lived simple lives, helping their neighbors, sharing what little they had. They never imagined they were serving royalty. The king's gaze softens, filled with a profound love. He looks at their earnest, questioning faces and delivers the story's first great twist. He says, "Truly I tell you, whatever you did for one of the least of these brothers and sisters of mine, you did for me." A collective gasp goes through the crowd. The simple acts of kindness they had shown to the poor, the lonely, the outcast, the king saw it all. He didn't just see it, he received it. Every cup of water, every piece of bread, every comforting word was a direct gift to him. The realization dawns on them. They had been serving their king all along without even knowing it. Their small, everyday acts of compassion had an eternal significance they never could have imagined. Now, the king turns his attention to the group on his left. His expression changes. The warmth is gone, replaced by a deep, profound sorrow. The air grows heavy. His voice, now stern and filled with disappointment, echoes through the hall. "Depart from me, you who are cursed, into the eternal fire prepared for the devil and his angels." A chilling silence falls over the assembly. The people on the left stare back in shock and disbelief. This can't be right. Many of them were respected, important people in their communities. They had followed the rules, attended their religious duties. What had they done to deserve this? The king explains his judgment, his words landing like heavy stones. "For I was hungry, and you gave me nothing to eat. I was thirsty, and you gave me nothing to drink. I was a stranger, and you did not invite me in. I needed clothes, and you did not clothe me. I was sick and in prison, and you did not look after me." His gaze sweeps over them, each word a painful indictment of their inaction. He saw them right there, in their moments of need, and they had turned away. They had walked past, too busy, too important, too preoccupied with their own lives to notice. Just like the first group, the people on the left are utterly bewildered. They protest, their voices filled with indignation. Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty or a stranger or needing clothes or sick or in prison, and did not help you? They are adamant. If they had seen the king himself in need, of course they would have helped. They would have rolled out the red carpet. They would have given him the finest food, the most expensive clothes. They searched their memories and found no instance of ever neglecting their king. They had shown him respect. They had followed the laws of the land. How could they be accused of ignoring him? And here comes the final, heart-stopping revelation. The king looks at them, his eyes filled not with anger, but with a piercing sadness. He delivers the line that gives this story its power, the words that echo through eternity. Truly I tell you, whatever you did not do for one of the least of these, you did not do for me. In that moment, everything becomes clear. It wasn't about grand gestures or serving the powerful. It was about noticing the person right in front of them. The beggar on the street corner they hurried past. The new family in the neighborhood they never welcomed. The coworker who was struggling, whom they chose to ignore. The elderly neighbor who was lonely, whose door they never knocked on. In all these moments, they had looked away. And in looking away from the least of these, they had looked away from the king himself. They had ignored him. This parable isn't just a story about a future judgment. It's a wake-up call for right now. Jesus is telling us that he is present in the people we meet every single day, especially those who are struggling. He is in the face of the homeless person, the lonely classmate, the stressed-out parent, the person who feels invisible. The question the story asks is simple. Do we see him? Our response to the needs of others is our direct response to him. It's not about what we say we believe. It's about what we do when no one is watching. It's about the small, seemingly insignificant choices we make every day. Do we offer a hand or do we turn away? Think about your own life. Who are the least of these in your world? Maybe it's a family member you've been avoiding, a friend going through a tough time, or a complete stranger you pass on the street. Jesus' message is radical. Our entire spiritual life can be measured by how we treat the most vulnerable among us. Kindness isn't an optional extra. It's the very heart of the matter. It's how we show our love and devotion. The story challenges us to open our eyes and our hearts to see the divine spark in every single person and to act on that recognition. Because one day, we will all stand before the King, and the question will be the same. When I was in need, what did you do? The beauty of this message is that it gives us a clear path forward. It's not complicated. It's about love in action. Start small. Buy a coffee for the person behind you. Send a text to a friend you haven't heard from in a while. Listen, truly listen, to someone who needs to talk. Volunteer an hour of your time. These acts, which the world might see as small, echo in eternity. They are the currency of the kingdom. Don't let another day go by where you might be unknowingly ignoring the King. Let's choose to see him in everyone we meet. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey today. If this story touched you, please share it with someone who might need to hear it. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more content that explores these profound truths. Let's continue to learn and grow together. See you in the next video.